happening, everybody? Chrispy Divine Central Mass Vapors, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. It wouldn't be a Chrispy Divine video if we didn't have a quick juice time. Today's juice time is brought to you by the company Charlie Noble, okay? Wonderful, wonderful juice, wonderful company. Charlie Noble has a great online presence. They have a wonderful, wonderful website, charlienoble.com. Very clearly published pricing, as well as the pictures of the juices, a nice backstory, and of course, everybody's favorite, affordable pricing, okay? We are in a very, very cutthroat industry. Everybody's making juice. Everybody's making RDAs and mods and all this stuff. And really the question is what makes you better than the other person, okay? And in Charlie Noble's case, it's not just the fact that their juice is very, very good, but it's also their value, which we're gonna get into more of that later on when we talk about an RDA that I'm really, really excited about. Now, when I say value, I mean the fact that Charlie Noble offers a wonderful variety of flavors, okay? They also offer the charlienoble.com, but as well as that, they also sell their juice on giantvapes.com. I've also seen them on vapedojo.com, okay? So you can get their juice all over the place, okay? And like I said before, one of the big things about Charlie Noble is that they are a premium juice line, but they are not premium juice prices, okay? The general standard, I think, for premium juice is anywhere from $18.99 to $22, all the way up to $25, $32 I've seen on juice bottles for 30 ml bottles. Charlie Noble makes unbelievable juice, and Charlie Noble prices their juice out anywhere from as low as like $6.99 for a 15 ml bottle, all the way up to like $45 for 120 ml. That's really, really, really affordable compared to $75, $85. And I'm not knocking those juices. God only knows that I have a few of those in my possession. But when you're talking about good quality juice and a juice company that you can stand behind and having a price point at that low, that's amazing. We're not talking about a company that is going to offer you juice that is cheaply made or cheaply marketed and a cheap price. We're talking about a juice that, by the looks of everything that they do and the product they put out, is a very high quality premium juice company, just without the high quality juice prices. Yes, I know. Get to the point, Chris. What juice are you talking about? Charlie Noble was the first company that came and put a tobacco-flavored e-juice in front of me that I went Lady Gaga for. When I first got my hands on one of their tobacco-flavored juices, if you remember a while back, I was floored when I opened up my vape mail and I found a package that was this big, and it contained Charlie Noble's entire juice line. We're talking about their regular Charlie Noble line. We're talking about their Admiral Reserve line. There was a t-shirt and stickers and all kinds of craziness. And that right there just showed me how giving this company was, because guess what? I didn't even win the contest. I won, like, he just said that because I had a lot of likes to my photo that I put out. That's why they sent me this too. So God only knows what the first person got, you know? I went through all their flavors and I looked at them, and I would say about a good 70% I was like, ooh, that's gonna look good. And then I kind of dwindled it down to maybe 50%. As you guys know, I'm a total flavor snob. You know, there's only a few really key flavors that I'm totally into, but two of the flavors that I thought I was gonna put my nose up was Tripoli and the Pistachio RY4. Well, the one that we're talking about today is the Pistachio RY4. Unbelievable. I'm just going to read you quickly what their description is, and then we'll take a few tokes, and I'm going to tell you what I like about it.
Pistachio RY4. Bright pistachio layered with a delicious blend of vanilla, caramel, and light tobacco. The flavors play off one another to create a smooth, sophisticated vape.
The flavoring. Well, let's get down to that, because that's really what we're all here for, right? Let's take a little toke off of this freaking crazy ass setup, and we'll get down to what it tastes like. As you guys know, I am so horrible with coming up with brilliant words to describe e-juice. I am the, that just tastes like this type of guy. But, whatever. That's just how I do it. To me, the Pistachio RY4 is so good because it does come off and has this like nice little sweetness to it. So just like they say on their website, all the flavors play off one another. To me, what I get from that is that they are melded and mixed so well that they come off as this just one really terrific flavor. With this juice, they make that tobacco very, very, very nice. Now, I could go on and tell you, it tastes like pistachio, it tastes like tobacco, but I can't. All my opinion is that this juice is absolutely fantastic, and if you know anybody that doesn't like tobacco flavors, or you know somebody that's looking to get off cigarettes and they have turned their nose up at tobacco or tobacco flavors, and they've had a hard time quitting, because you see a lot of people when they quit, they need a tobacco because they need that tobacco to get past wanting that cigarette. Now me, I was just the opposite, which is funny because of all the hoopla with the FDA and they want to take away flavors and whatnot. It's like, if I just had tobacco flavors, I would never have stuck with vaping because I was disgusted by them. It wasn't until Pistachio RY4 and Chipotle that I really, really, really started to really want to take more chances with trying tobacco vapes. But the problem here is that there's no other tobacco flavoring like this. This stuff just has it all. So, like I was saying, if you have somebody that's looking to quit smoking and they've had a hard time with the regular tobacco flavorings, this one or Chipotle is probably going to be one of the best bets to try to get them to like it, because it's just fantastic. I gotta take another vape. I'm going crazy. If you have never tried Pistachio RY4 or any of the Charlie Noble juice line, you have to try it. Pricing. I made such a big deal about talking about how cheap the pricing is. Well, let's talk about it. You can get in the Pistachio RY4 is an Admiral Reserve, so it's a different part of the Charlie Noble line. There's 4 of them. There's a pistachio and there's like a raspberry ice cream. Whatever, but you can get it in a 30 ml or 120 ml. The 30 ml is $15.99, and the 120 is $54.99. So super, super cheap. Their regular line, I think you can get as low as $12.99 for a 30 ml and like $7.99 for a 15 ml, something like that. I'll leave the link in the description of where you can get it, both on charlienoble.com as well as Giant Vapes, and you guys can check it out yourself. But yeah, definitely do give it a shot. So now that we talked about some really cool juice that I adore, let's talk about my hardware. All right, guys. So let's talk about some hardware for a change, okay? Where'd all the vape come from? So we are living in a world where RDAs, mechanical mods, regulated mods, box mods, they are way mass produced, okay? Don't get me wrong, this is not a bad thing. This makes my, engine purr.
Ew.
Okay, I love innovation and I love new stuff. That's why, one of the reasons I should say that I was so drawn to vaping was because of my love for electronics and my love for technology. I mean, it was just something that was, continuously growing, okay, and altering and becoming better and all that good stuff. So it is no surprise that I would be somebody who would jump on the bandwagon and be an early adopter of some of vaping's hottest items, okay? Today, I won this from My Vape. It's a vape group run by my homeboy, Leon, who owns a terrific shop, which I've not yet to be able to go there yet, but I will because it's in Massachusetts. But you can just tell on the pictures and stuff that it's a terrific shop. It's called Vapeology. I'll put a link in the description to their Facebook page for the store, as well as My Vape. This guy also makes these gas mask mods, which I'm going to talk about in another video. Just an absolutely awesome line of boxes, okay? But anyway, let's wheel it back in, because obviously I can ramble the fuck out of shit, right? Swear. Pfft. What are we talking about? So the other day I won this, okay? The Alliance V2 Plus, okay? Now, I have a little confusion of who makes this, okay? Because there are two companies that are involved in this RDA. One is called Vaporgate, the other is called Fogwind Vapors, okay? I actually reached out to Fogwind to see if I could find out the backstory behind this this RDA. Like, you know, did one design it, like the whole Rulex or whatever, the Rula, whatever the hell that name is, by Wismac, designed by Jabo, you know? But I couldn't get an answer. So we're still kind of dead in the water. If anybody knows the story, feel free to tell me, but I guess it really doesn't matter. Those two companies are involved. But also, which you'll see in the close-up, Cotton Bacon as well as Omega Y are also affiliated with this RDA, okay? Now, as you know, I don't always go crazy over, you know, doing videos about RDAs and milk mods, but I kind of went crazy about this, and I wanted to pair it with the Charlie Noble video because the same word applies to this RDA, and that's value. Today, we are faced with all kinds of options to buy these RDAs, and you're looking at prices that can range from $25 to $250 for an RDA. Here's the story. The Alliance V2 comes, I get it in the mail, I open it up, and I'm actually absolutely floored at the stuff you get with this one little RDA, okay? You're gonna see what comes in the box, but let me just give you a little rundown. You get the RDA, you get 3 different choices of the top cap, okay? You know, the thing that has, that goes around the base of it, okay? You get an extension for like a cooling effect for the RDA. You also get a like a heat valve type thing that goes on the bottom of the RDA itself, which basically, I guess they said, helps you know, if there's heat on the base of the RDA or the top of the battery, it keeps it from going to the RDA. Whatever, great. It comes with some Omega wire. It comes with cotton bacon, and it also comes with 2 different types of hello. It comes with 2 different style drip tips or chuffs or whatever, but then it also comes with a 510 adapter for regular size stuff. $50. That's what I'm saying. $50. And you could say, oh, it's probably shitty quality, or, oh, you know, like, what's wrong with it? No. It's good quality. It's a nice RDA. It's easy to build on, and it's got a lot of great properties to it. So don't sit there and say it's cheap and it's garbage, because it's not. Just gonna say that. Okay. So let me take a vape off this thing. I've got this right here in my hand. I'm gonna show you what this bad boy can do. All right? All right.
Ooh. So good.
This chuff cap comes down, right, like to this little arch, okay, which I think does so much for the airflow, okay, because I'm usually not a big fan of chuffs because I think they usually just go straight down and the air just comes up. But with this one, I have nothing, you know, closing off the airflow in here, okay? Actually, there is a little bit closing off, but not much. But it's still, it really does lend itself to having a way better vape. I'm going to go down to the close-up so you guys can just see what's in it. And then we'll come back up to normal view. We'll talk a little bit more about it. And then I'm going to end with a shebang. And then we'll, like, move on and stuff, okay? Great. Alrighty, here we are with the Alliance V2. The up close and personal, as they say. So this is what we have, okay? This is where, like, the big ta-da was for me, was the actual unboxing of this. Now, this part comes on the outside of the box. It's a pain in the ass to get off and on, so I left it off. But as you can see, there's a couple things on the side here. Omega, okay? This is actually some wire, Omega wire, that you'll see when we open it up. Cotton Bacon is also another sponsor of theirs, I guess. There also will find a little goodie in there as well by Wiccan Vape. Then on the back, as you can see, Alliance V2 Plus, Fogwind Vaporgate, Cotton Bacon, Omega Wire. And it basically just gives you all the specs on the outside of the box, which is also pretty cool because a lot of times you don't know and you have to look up online and all that garbage, and you know, who wants to do that? So let's go on. Here we are. Here's the box itself. All their little hashtags, which is cool. Oh, and by the way, this is just for nothing. It's just because I had it on there. Anyways, so now this is the big ta-da. Let's open it up. Alright, so here we are. Now, this is where it kind of gets cool. This thing ain't going to stay open unless you, like, bend it back. And I didn't want to break the box, so kind of just leave it like that. So here's what we got. So here's the RDA itself, and this is how it comes in, okay? So as you can see, it comes in basically the way I was vaping it, minus the extension, okay? Now, as you can see also, this part right here was not on the other, when I was vaping on it too. Now this part right here is basically, it's an adapter type of thing, I guess you could call it. From what they had said was that it basically allows it to keep the base or the deck from putting heat onto the battery or to the mod, okay? Now, I could not get it to work with this on, so I have not even used it, but they also mentioned that on hybrids, like this right here is safe to use, and you know, you can use it with a sub-ohm tank on hybrids. I personally think that you should never do that. Even in the video, he like corrected himself saying, oh yeah, we're not responsible if you do that, because it's not a good idea to do that at all. First off, because it's not made for any sub-ohm tank. It's made by and for the Alliance V2, but also it's an adjustable, and when I adjusted it all the way up to try to get it to work, as you can see, it's protruding out, but not that much. But it's still protruding out. I mean, it's safe for you to use it on a hybrid with the Alliance V2, but I wouldn't trust it on anything else. So let's put that to the side, because like I said, I wasn't even using that. So as you can see, the chuff comes off pretty simply, okay? And this part right here, you're gonna want to, it's gonna look like you're gonna wanna spin it, you know, as if there's threads, but it isn't, it just pops off. So there's your airflow. There's my build inside there. And then of course, this part comes off and it drops on the floor. So there you are. There's the deck with a build on it. I ain't gonna put a build on it or anything. There's no need, but I figured I'd show you. So like I had mentioned before, this part right here is actually the smaller airflow, right? So if you go into the box, you can pull this bad boy out. And this right here will give you a better, or I should say more airflow. It's, as you can see, it's a little bigger, the airflow, and it can be set up for dual. Both of them can. So you got those options, which is also pretty cool. Don't want to forget to mention that if you're using that long cooling thing extension, you're going to want to take this thing off, which is kind of neat. This thing comes right off. So put that to the side. You can also leave that off even if you're using it in just regular mode. You could just leave that off if you just wanted it wide open and you didn't care about adjusting anything. So that's cool. Now, here is the airflow controller. I mean the cooling thing that I told you about. It snaps on. Pretty freaking simple. And then what's neat about this is it also comes with this, which is like the Mutation X airflow. They said they thought it was pretty popular, so they added it on. I'm not sure if they're in cahoots with them or whatever, but they put that on there. But again, it's another nice little feature. Okay. Then it comes with another, oh my God, comes with another one of these AFC rings, which this one is basically for your single coilers. So you can just swap it out. Like I said, it threads on pretty simply. Then, this is the first time I've ever had my little goodies come in, something so neat. Perfect little compartment for all of your extra O-rings, and it comes with like a copper center post. It comes with extra screws. It comes with, like, I believe an extra drip tip, like a black plastic one. So it's all tucked in on there, which is pretty awesome. And then you're not even finished. You go into here, and then you find here small pack of cotton bacon. And it also included a little bag of that Omega wire, which God only knows where that went. So if you look here as a whole, it's a pretty cool little package of goodies. This is what all comes in your, back it out a little bit. Ooh. All of that comes in your box with your Alliance V2. It's going to be able to set up for different types of setups, and it gives you other options. And you're going to buy this for about $50, and you're going to have a great time vaping on it. So let's go out to the normal view, and we'll finish up talking about this. All right, guys, so you've seen it up and close. You've seen the amount of stuff it comes with, and it's all wrapped up in a really cool box. There's a lot of people out there that could say a lot of stuff about this. You know me, I'm not a man of words when it comes to explaining stuff, but I will tell you this. I've been so happy and pleased with this RDA. Just the simple fact that the top can come off pretty easily. Just the different options of airflow that you can actually change and interchange and all that stuff. A 22 millimeter deck, which obviously fits on a lot of your RDAs, and even if it doesn't fit flush or completely flush around, it sits on it really, really nice. I have this on this Blem Life Able, and it sits in and looks wonderful. Okay. Another thing that I really dig about this is the fact that it's super easy to build on. Huge juice well, and everyone loves those quad posts, right? You get just a lot of room for those nice, like, tons of wraps, really using that surface area for bang and flavor. And then, of course, if you want to throw in some nice thick wire and chase those clouds to your heart's content, it's all there. There you have it, guys. That's the Alliance V2 Plus. If you're a fan of RDAs, or if you're somebody that's newly looking for something to dump a little bit of money in, look to the Alliance V2 Plus. It's going to give you a lot of bang for your buck. It's going to give you a lot of options to be able to build different builds on there. Practice your quads, practice your dual coils, wrap a nice friggin' 0.5 ohm, single coil and put it on your hex ohm. Whatever the case may be, there is so many versatile uses for this little RDA. So you guys know I love it. There's a couple places to get it. I'm going to put it in the link in the description. I have VaporGateEjuice.com right in front of me. And like I said, the stainless steel is $50. And as of right now, the black is unavailable. However, I don't know if it could be more or less. I don't know. But also, don't forget, if you ever want to check out that Oh My Vape, the link is in the description. And last but not least, let's not forget, the Divine Vaping Group is still alive and well, okay? We're trying to get those members up there so we can really rock out some new stuff. I don't have the ability to be giving away hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of vape stuff, but you know what? Whenever I can, I'm gonna give stuff away. Right now, I have a beautiful Rocket Chicken box mod up for grabs, okay? You can see the picture right here. Terrific box. I'm giving it away. All we need is 100 likes on one, on one thread. It's a video. You can't miss it. And I'm also going to be throwing in some wonderful juice as well. So get in there, get down there, look into this, and join. I'm going to leave a link in the description to the Divine Vaping Group. If you're new, go in there, introduce yourself, say hello, and don't forget to sign up for that. Giveaway. I've also got a great group buy right now going on for the Sigeli Fuchai. Everybody's excited about that. And just all kinds of good stuff. So anyways, I'm rambling. But anyway, get there, have fun. Thank you for joining me. As always, fight for your right to vape. No one's going to do it for you. And stay fabulous, people, because I'm gonna.